Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you.
Hello, I'm the Reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. This year, our buddy Xandrew celebrates the 10-year anniversary of his series. You're sure it's 10 years this time, right?
Yes!
Well, either way, we're looking at the first season of Xandrew Adventures. Okay, this is more a problem with the compilation video I was sent as opposed to the actual storyline, but this probably should have had the stuff from before Xandrew stopped doing reviews. This is a confusing way to start things. Anyway, Xandrew here is busy scanning the armor left behind by some asshole who attacked him.
It's just a Halloween mask. This is just a black workout t-shirt.
Huh. Not very often you get behind-the-scenes info during the actual show. Utterly confused by the revelation that this stuff is nothing more than crafting supplies, Xandrew decides that his only option is to prepare himself for another attack.
Man, how did it come to this?
I ask myself that question all the time doing this job.
All I wanted to do was just review some videos about this ancient TV show. Now, I'm readying myself for possibly another attack.
That's internet criticism for you. For some reason. Give credit though, this training montage, which will do absolutely nothing in real combat, does adequately fill in what happened before this point. The next day, Xandrew is accosted by another one of these masked freaks. When it notices he's holding the mask of its supposed comrade, Xandrew decides to use it as a threat. So how does he do on his intimidation check? A nat 1. Why was the doorway filled with boxes?
Where did all these boxes come from?
Admitting your plot holes doesn't fill them.
Poof!
God damn it, that edit was funny. This is why we don't celebrate until after the battle. Fortunately, Xandrew does become victorious, and levels up. Neat. Okay, if we're not careful, this review is going to turn into one of future Keybearers' videos on 358 Days Over 2. Anyway, a few days later, 2 more of these creatures show up, but this time are dispatched by Commander Ninja over here. And pretty brutally, I might add.
Hey soldier, I got another one of those shh!
No kidding, be quiet! Good God, I could feel the microphone peaking on that. So, what is so important that couldn't wait?
I finally got my dual to work!
To be fair, I'd smack him too. A few days later, Xandrew scans the enemy's cardboard, then for some reason decides to check his magic book. Me. No idea. In fact, it's been a while since I've watched these videos, but I'm pretty sure that this thing has never gotten a proper explanation. Hell, I'm pretty sure Xandrew doesn't fully know what it is.
This is who's on first. What's your player's base of play? Over. What's playing second? I don't know needs to be on third base for further gameplay. Over. What's playing left field? Over and out.
Anyway, the creatures that have been attacking are apparently called shadows, and they run by minions logic and mindlessly serve whoever is the most evil. Huh. Dark monsters that only serve the most powerful evil beings.
The heartless ally with whoever's the strongest.
God damn it, I was kidding about this turning into an episode of Kingdom Reviews! Presumably later that day, as it lacks a time card, Commander Ninja is getting his own training montage when he senses an eerie presence. Xandrew suggests that it's a ghost, but the commander refuses to believe in such a thing without evidence.
Alrighty then, I will get said evidence. Oh, how? With a new screwdriver? Even better.
A new Allen wrench. He is such a goddamn fanboy. Me. Anyway, the PKE meter does pick something up. In fact, up is the key word here. Okay, editing tip. Doesn't matter how loud something is supposed to be, if the audio is peaking, tone it down! And honestly, it makes this whole battle sequence kinda hard to sit through. After defeating the shadow, Xandrew wants it to relay a message to its master.
Please stop while you have a chance. I'll forgive you and we can just move on in life. In peace.
Okay, while I can appreciate trying to find a non-violent solution, given how evil you've established this bastard has to be, do you really think that'll work? Anyway, a few days later, we catch up with these two working on making a power morpher.
How'd we do? We're up to 36%. 36? Well, at least that's 1% closer to 100, right?
Also, given that this is probably an unauthorized tap into the morphing grid, you should consider yourself lucky that you're making any progress. However, before more progress can be made, a seemingly more intelligent shadow arrives with a counteroffer, scaring Xandrew into training even harder in a shorter amount of time. And he plans to do this by converting a Pokeball into a hyperbolic time chamber.
Commander? Soldier? Can you get me out of here? Can't you do it yourself? Not even with the screwdriver I can't!
Me. Uh-huh. Unfortunately, while the time chamber idea didn't work out, Xandrew does accidentally use his new Pokeball to catch a new shadow.
Of course it's safe. In fact, I already decided a nickname for him. A nickname? Yep. Commander Not Ninja, say hello to Pepper. Pepper? Yeah!
Yeah, no, I'm with the commander on this one. It doesn't even remotely resemble a cute Octochef.
I don't get it. I caught it and it still attacked me? What's going on?
You do realize that Pokeballs don't overwrite the creature's free will, right? Pokemon would be a much more fucked up franchise if it did.
But instead, I gave it the function that it was supposed to do to capture... I am the greatest idiot alive!
That might be the single greatest thing Xandrew has ever written, and it was delivered beautifully. Anyway, the greatest idiot alive basically decides to use the DNA of the captured shadow to create what he calls an anti-barrier.
Secret technique! Unbarrier!
Close enough.
How long is this thing gonna stay up and shield us for? Oh, that's easy. About 5 years. 5 years? Till you replace the batteries. Batteries? Double A.
Same energy as this.
Do people still use fossil fuels, or have you discovered crystallic fusion?
Well, let's see. We got double A's.
Watch yourself. Pals, who goes there?
Actually, that's more or less the transition, as while the barrier is still prepping, the intelligent shadow attacks. While the commander takes the barrier to a safe location, Xandrew draws the shadow to a... rock quarry. Given that he's trying to make a morpher, this shouldn't surprise me. After a bit of nicely choreographed combat, the battle moves... to a church. Not exactly Notre Dame, but okay.
It's morphin' time! X-Ranger!
If you're gonna use a green outfit, might want to invest in a blue screen. Oh, Xehanort gonna find this boy. Also, there needs to be something on that projector screen. Otherwise, it's just a waste of space. Anyway, Xandrew beats the monster and doesn't even need to call in a Zord. Don't try to tell me he doesn't have one. And he returns home to be faced down by the Master of the Shadows, a man simply calling himself Vayne. What does he want? Well, that's for future seasons. This season is pretty good. There are some notable editing issues in both sound and video, but that can mostly be chalked up to the teething pains of starting this kind of thing. The story itself is pretty engaging and has some fun comedy bits. I'm the Review Reviewer. You review it, I review you. So, what's the story with you and Merri? It is a simple yet lovely tale. For the longest time, I'd been a captain without a ship or a crew. Me, 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 me. Then one day, this beauty of a ship came to port, with seemingly no one aboard. Everyone assumed a ghost ship, but I alone was brave enough to investigate. As you can probably guess, I discovered Merri aboard. Turned out the lovely mannequin was originally carved to be the figurehead of this fine vessel, from the same wood in fact. But she was sadly abandoned before being properly installed. As a result, when a strange magic brought her to life, so too did the ship itself. So, Merri controls the entire ship?
Oi, every last board. It be part of me own body, it is.
That explains why there's no other crew. Don't need any others when I've got the best first mate a sailor can ask for.
I just be happy to help, Captain.
Milady, may I speak with you for a moment?
Knila, remember how we talked about you calling me that?
Listen, all joking aside, are we sure we can trust these two? I know she has the appearance of our wooden companion. However...
Look, to be honest, I'm not too sure about Captain Dice either, but he has a point. If Eunosis was on that island, we might find something to help our search. Besides, I don't want a dead kid on my conscience if it turns out he's telling the truth.
You make a fair point, but I still intend to keep an eye on them.
I would have it no other way.